at Gillette Stadium. Ashland is the Super Bowl champion of Division 6 and the winner of the Aganis Trophy.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to WACA's presentation of Ashland High School Girls Varsity Soccer. Tonight's opponent will be the Hopkinton Hillers. I'm Josh Abrams, and joined once again by Chase Abrams.
Thanks, Josh. We're standing here at the top of the press box. Rain coming down a little bit, but we are here at the plateau for a little Tuesday night edition of Girls Varsity Soccer. Clockers come in with a 2-8-3 record versus a Hopkinton team, coming in at 13-0. They've only given up 5 goals this season, this Hopkinton team, so it's going to be a very tough test for the Clockers here tonight.
Yep, as you mentioned, you're the WACA time and temperature, 6 o'clock, 55 degrees here on top of the press box. The Kunis
William, haven't fully gotten the name down yet. Yeah, some light showers as well.
Out here
we'll see
on the
how
plateau.
that progresses here tonight.
Why don't we take a look at the 5-day forecast?
So yeah, as we mentioned, this is a 13-0 Hopkinton girls team. They are very strong. Clockers played them first game of their season. It was a 2-0 loss, but a bright side to try to take a look at here is that the Clockers did hold them scoreless through the first half of play in that game, so something that we'll look to see them try to replicate here tonight. But, you know, maybe for 2 halves this time.
Sure. And as you mentioned, Ashland comes in tonight with a disappointing 2-8-3 record, but they are unbeaten in their last 3 games. They tied Hudson last night 0-0. They beat Millis last Thursday 4-0, and they tied Medway. So 1-1. That was the tie.
Yes.
And their only other win this year, 4-2 versus Bellingham in late September.
Yeah, so it's not quite a win streak, but it is an unbeaten streak, like you said. We're going to see if they can try to continue that here tonight at the plateau. I just love saying that. I'm sorry.
Clockers are led by new coach Jeff Allen, and this 21-person roster features 6 seniors, 7 juniors, so a little bit more experience than last year's team. But again, a lot of familiar names, a lot of familiar faces. These are girls who have been here since freshman year, have made it all the way through now to their senior year, led, of course, by one of the captains of this team, Julia Schreiber.
Yeah, Julia's been on this varsity team since she was a freshman, as well as senior captain Anna McGinnis, defensive midfielder. She was on varsity as a freshman as well. Didn't see as much playing time, but she's been getting that experience for all 4 years of high school. Two quick other shout-outs on this team. Senior captain, center back Olivia Belanger, as well as junior captain and your goalie, Paige Tripp, for tonight.
Keeper.
Well, I mean, same thing.
You know, come on. You and I have both watched a lot of Ted Lasso. You got to come on. That's why I was trying to say 0-0.
No, I did
say
notice
keeper,
that.
right? Yeah. Got to talk the talk.
Still American soccer.
So we're just waiting for play to get underway here again under mostly cloudy skies. A bit of an autumn chill in the air. But it's still a fresh new week here. October, what are we up to here? October 17th?
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, haven't really had consistent weather for the last month and a half, but I think that we're finally transitioning a little cooler.
And, of course, just a reminder, folks, if you are not a Clocker Club member yet, it's not too late to join. Of course, Clocker Club, the official booster club for Ashland High School sports. They've raised over $100,000 over the last 12 years. Membership started at $50 and helps support our student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs. You can learn more at clockerclub.org. That's clockerclub.org.
Yeah, we've mentioned on a few broadcasts Jeremy Ramsey doing a great job with that organization, taking over from Pete Clay, who did a great job as well.
Jeremy in his first year in his presidency of the Clocker Club.
Yes.
Looking forward to the annual pancake breakfast on Super Bowl Sunday. And of course, hopefully we'll be doing another golf tournament come May. The last 2 or 3 have been a lot of fun. Don't always get the best weather, but it's always a great time, rain or shine.
Yep.
So it looks like we're about ready to get underway, and Hopkinton will take the ball first.
Yep, your Ashland Clockers in their blue jerseys tonight. Hopkinton wearing white. They're going to go back to start off for probably moving to that far side.
Already it looks like the Hillers just going to be putting on a clinic tonight when it comes to passing and just toying with the opposition. Again, that's no slam on the Clockers, right? This is an undefeated
it's
team.
a very strong
13-0,
Hillers team, yes.
And ranked number 5 in Division I MIAA power rankings.
Ashland gets the turnover here. They've got it in the middle of the field. A little bit of sloppy passing, but they're holding on to it, and that pass looking for a fellow Clocker. It's going to go out of bounds on the far sideline, and the Hillers take right back over.
Annie Watt, closest Clocker to the ball, but it, as you mentioned, will be a Clocker throw. A Hiller throw-in on the far side.
One touch pass.
Yeah, nice little touch pass there, broken up by the Clockers.
Clockers are going to need to play physical if they want to match up in this game. Pass over the middle, intercepted by a Clocker, taken right back by Hopkinton.
Oh, that one went right off the face of Sophie Ledachevsky and out of bounds, Hiller ball.
Thrown on the far side is taken at the feet of a Hopkinton player. They're going to switch fields here, moving it to the near side. Schreiber steps in the way of that pass. Clocker's trying to take back over. They've got 3 players in the vicinity. Somebody's got to take charge. Hopkinton pushing in transition on the near side again. Pass goes to the middle. Defender staying back here, not trying to give up a run into the box. Quick passing, finally intercepted by Belanger on the far side, going up the far sideline now.
Just led a little too far there, and Hillers take control right around midfield. Looks like Anna McGinnis with it. Pushing it ahead there to Ledachevsky.
Trying to find Vanessa Thompson. It gets intercepted. We'll see her run after it, but no dice as the Halston keeper takes back over. Hopkinton keeper. And there you go. I said keeper. I got you that time.
Very good. The Hiller keeper tonight will be Aaliyah Chase, wearing number 00, not to be confused with Ella Nye, who wears the single 0.
Common misconception there. They do equal the same amount, though.
Boy, that senior level math class just paying huge dividends so far tonight. Okay, Annie Watt making a nice defensive play there, keeping the ball from getting center, but now Hillers come out with it. Centering pass right at the top of the box.
Already an opportunity here. Taken away by Belanger. It's a good play. She knocks it away. Hopkinton takes back over. Scuffle in the box. Thompson's going to come away with it for the Clockers and kick it upfield.
Headed aside beautifully by that Hiller defender.
Yeah, it's a dangerous play with Sophie Ledachevsky following that the trail of that pass so closely. Play was made. Hopkinton takes back over on their own side. It's going to go right back to Chase, the keeper.
Okay, it was Ava Dittenhofer that made that play back there, breaking it up around the 40. Clockers with it now, but quickly turned back over.
Yeah, Belanger stepped up again. Now a little out of position as Hopkinton's going to try to push here.
Oh, they've got a break. Look at that speed.
It's a good run. Shot is going to be good.
That's Madison Recupero with the first goal of the night. Hillers take a 1-0 lead at 36-20 in the first half.
Yeah, triangle passing works out for Hopkinton there. 4 minutes into this game, Recupero makes a nice run. Had a couple steps on the opposition and buried one in the back of the net. It's a lead for the Hillers. So far Hopkinton controlling pace of play, time of possession. We'll see how the Clockers can respond to this early goal.
Okay, Clockers kick away. Here on the near side, Julia Schreiber. I think that was the first time she's touched a ball tonight. Hiller shoot it all the way down. Paige Tripp will collect. Keeper for the Clockers.
Looking to switch fields here. She'll punt it away. Staying over the middle, looking for Thompson, who makes one touch. Passes it to McGinnis. Back to Watt, far side. Looking for Ledachevsky, and it's blocked by a Hiller.
Nora Cox just kind of snuck in there and got position on the defender. Terrific little move there.
I didn't think the defender saw her until that last second. Hopkinton with possession on the far side now, moving towards the middle of the field. Taking away 3 Clocker defenders in the area. They get it back. Some indecision there, and Hopkinton takes it back. Possession right away. Now near midfield, looking to move it to that far side.
Kind of threaded the needle there on the pass centering attempt. Blocked aside momentarily, but the Hillers still have control in the box. Kick it back up top to the far sideline now, regrouping.
I don't know how she got that pass. It was behind with 2 clockers in the area. But Hopkinton still with possession. Shot from deep, and it's going to be saved by Tripp.
Trying to dial long distance, but Tripp saw it the whole way, makes the save. So, touch under 35 minutes to go here in the first half. Hillers up 1-0. Outlet pass to Schreiber, intercepted there.
I was surprised at that shot attempt by Hopkinton there. Felt like they had a lot of possession. Physical style of play, and there's going to be the call. She puts her arms up, but, you know, after 3 shoves, I figured, you know, a whistle would end up being called.
Looked like that was called against number 18, Johanna DuPont, one of the co-captains for the Hillers. Ashland ball, Schreiber boots away. Long line drive, intercepted and knocked aside by the Hillers. Controlled at midfield, pushing ahead quickly.
Physical defense from...
Well, that's what you were talking about earlier in the game.
Number 3, Karina Brown.
Yeah.
Vanessa Thompson making a play on the ball, gets knocked off her mark. Belanger's got to step back and make a play and does so. Schreiber's going to boot it up, just getting it out of the way, looking for Ledichevsky.
I feel like in past years, Schreiber was playing more of a striker kind of position.
Yeah, definitely more offensive, but she seems in that outside back sort of spot tonight.
Of course, this is kind of late in the season, but it is our first girls soccer game of the year here on WACA.
I think she's just playing the position that is needed the most. You know, different years have called for different spots that need help, and this is just what they need this year. Far sideline, Ashland with some momentum now. Looking for Thompson. It's going to be a little long, and Hopkinton takes it right back over.
That was about as deep as they've gotten into Hiller territory so far tonight, Chase.
Yes, other than the passes to the goalie. Annie Watt with some space to maneuver now. Waited a little too long. It's taken by Hopkinton. Running between Clocker players and moving to the near side. Quick 1-2 pass there. Maneuvering in the middle of the field, another good 1-2 pass, but this one's taken away. Annie Watt comes away with it. Thompson will move to the far side, looking for a teammate, but that's going to be a little long for, I believe, Celia Mermelstein on the far side.
Again, just seeing a lot of what we expected from the Hillers based on their record, based on their power ranking. Just a very, very fast team, crisp, short passes, accurate most
very
of the
impressive.
time.
I mean, you said the 5th ranked team in all of Division 1 in the MIA power rankings. It's no joke.
Yeah, so when it gets knocked out of bounds, it'll be Clocker ball inbound, I believe, Annie Watt.
But all it takes is one mistake, though.
As we've already seen.
Yes, yes. Ashland with some more momentum here. Anna McGinnis in the middle of the field looks for a teammate, goes in between 2 of them. Hopkinton kicks it away. Julia Schreiber by midfield now. Far side for McGinnis, who gives it away. Hillers with some momentum by that big Ashland A. Long pass, finds a teammate who runs past the defender. Hopkinton in the box now, cuts it back. Shot attempt saved by Tripp. Diving save there. Quick pass to Schreiber, who's got to hustle to get there. Middle of the field, and she's got a teammate. Clockers give away possession, get it right back. Thompson.
Yeah, so far, Vanessa Thompson's really been in the middle of a lot of the action here. I mean, it's a lot of it taking place in midfield, center of the field. Not as much on the wings so far tonight.
Watt makes a play there.
Corrals it. Hopkinton with control right now. Back pass around the 50. Look like they were setting up for another strafing run. They've got somebody way off sides. Yeah, and there she is.
Yeah, you and I saw that at the same time. A little bit too far to get away with one there. Schreiber to take the kick for the Clockers.
Ananga Kulkarni was the offending party, if you will. Got called for offsides on the Hillers.
Yep, Schreiber looks for Thompson there. It's not a bad strategy that we've seen them use tonight. She is probably the tallest one on the field. As Thompson with the ball in the middle of the field now. McGinnis with the defender right on her, gives away.
She's
Hillers
come from
take
the blind
back
side.
over.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if she's going to see that in time.
Sorry, just too late. Speaking of blindside, Clocker defender almost taking that one away. That was Nora Cox almost making a play on the ball. As it is, it's going to go to Tripp, who picks it up, switches fields to the other side.
Long boot ahead to McGinnis, I believe.
Yeah,
yes.
McGinnis makes a play between two Hiller defenders. They're going to go near side here to Julia Schreiber.
By the way, with two McGinnises on the roster this year, we're going to have to be a little more specific. And here's an opportunity.
Nora Cox on the near side. Going to try to get a pass in before it goes out of bounds. And just a little late. Nice idea there. Good feed from Schreiber to Thompson. And then Thompson down that near sideline to Nora Cox. Just a little bit too far for best opportunity of the night so far for the Clockers, though.
By far. It's under 30 minutes to go here in the first half. Hiller's up 1-0 over your Clockers here on WACA-TV. Joined tonight, you have the father-son combination. Josh and Chase Abrams with you here on WACA.
Seems to be a player open pretty much every time. Actually, two players there. A perfectly placed pass there for the Hillers. Shot goes wide left, and the Clockers will take back over. It's the second opportunity we've seen from that Hopkinton offensive player.
Yeah, Hillers, I think it might be, I'm losing track of numbers here. It might be, again, Johanna DuPont. We had mentioned her earlier. Had a great opportunity right down the middle of the ball, just eluded an Ashland defender, and she just put it just wide long side there. But she had the right idea. She had Tripp pulled over to the near side of the net, just couldn't quite find the range there. So it's still 1-0 Hopkinton, and they have the ball deep in Clocker territory.
Yeah, we're going to do our best to see numbers here tonight, but a little tough from the top of the press box.
Yeah, again, these jerseys, the font's certainly easier than the boys soccer team. No offense to them, but we're still kind of acclimating to calling a game here on the high school football field. We did all those girls soccer games in the past at the middle school. Of course, no more press box at the middle school either.
Finding Sophie Letachevsky on the far sideline. Immediately a good defensive play on the ball by a Hiller there who boots it away. Ashland will take over with a throw in near midfield on the far side. That'll be Annie Watt.
So we're approaching the 28-minute mark of the first half, and no substitutions by either team yet tonight, Chase.
Yeah, only about 12 minutes in, so we'll see how Coach Allen uses his Clocker roster.
Hillers are expending a lot of energy. There's a lot of passing, a lot of movement in this offense.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, we're seeing midfielders and defenders play up a lot, and it's working very well. There always seems to be one or two players open for each pass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Hiller pressure is just relentless.
Keeping the Clockers on their toes so far tonight. Julia Schreiber with the throw-in on the near side. Thompson's wide open, but now a player quickly closing in on her. Hopkinton's going to take back over. A good header and then a kick over the head. That's not allowed in high school, so Clockers will take over on the 20-yard line. Call it the 22-yard line. Julia Schreiber now.
Long line drive kick, but right at a Hiller player. Ball's kind of ping-ponging back and forth between the two teams at the moment, but the Clockers come away. Here's another opportunity, that far sideline, near sideline. They keep looking for Nora Cox, and Hiller's content to just knock that one out of bounds. But again, leading to what could be another great opportunity for the Clockers deep in Hiller territory in the near sideline.
Yeah, it's the second time we've seen them try that pass, and both times, I'd say a successful result so far tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they seem to have identified some sort of a mismatch there with Nora Cox, a little bit of speed there, being able to beat her defenders. A centering attempt for the Clockers, not able to really get anything settled here, and the Hillers knock it away and take control. Blocked aside right there at the 45-yard line.
Risky defensive play by a center back on the Clockers. That was Belanger.
And he misjudged that one. It's going to go all the way back. She tried to head it, just sailed right over her head. Paige Tripp played it, but again, back and forth right now, right around midfield.
It's a nice play by Letachevsky beating her defender there. Cox going to step up. Hopkinton barely gets it off. This is near sideline now.
There's a foot race down the near sideline. Hopkinton wins it, getting right in on that shot. Centering attempt, shot,
DuPont.
and in. Hits the inside post.
Yeah, so another goal for Hopkinton. We're just 14-ish minutes into this game so far.
Did you catch who scored that one?
I thought that was DuPont, but I couldn't tell.
Okay, well, until we hear from the official score, we'll go ahead and give that to her. So 2-0 Hopkinton, 25:52 to go here in the first half. As we continue to get a spitting rain here in Ashland. Expected this system to clear out by now, but
yeah, we do have our first substitution for the Clockers at least. Not seeing the full range of it, but I see Phoebe Riley in for the first time tonight. She's a freshman, one of the 2 freshmen on this team.
Well, speaking with the other sophomore, Sadie Gilhooly, number 16, has come into the game as well. I don't believe she started. So another opportunity. Look at this wide
got numbers
open.
again.
That one finds the inside of the outer post, and another quick goal for Hopkinton. They're already up 3-0, and unfortunately, the clock did not restart that last goal. So not sure how they're going to adjust for that.
As it stands, I mean, another goal in really probably less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, we're going to call a timeout here. It appears. Yeah, both as the teams head off. So we're going to give that one to Joanna DuPont?
That last one?
Yeah.
No, that was somebody else. I didn't catch the number though.
So we have a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout ourselves. You're watching Ashland Girls Varsity Soccer on WACA-TV.
Looks like Letachevsky will kick back here. Welcome back to the Plateau here at Ashland High School. It is 3-0 in favor of Hopkinton on your Tuesday night edition of Girls High School Soccer. Dribbling past Ashland with some momentum early on here. A Hopkinton defender falls down. See if they can get a centering attempt or a shot off. It's going to be knocked away by a Hiller defender. Ashland takes over near that corner spot, but it will be a throw-in on the far side.
So it looks on Nora Cox, it looks like it's going to be the one with the throw-in over here. And so she appears to have switched sides from the near sideline to the far.
Clock still is not running here. Julia Schreiber will make a play on the ball, trying to dribble through some traffic. Staying with it. This should be a attempt for
collision
Ashland.
there.
No call. Would have been a big PK for the Clockers here. As it stands, Hiller's come away with it. They've got momentum moving near midfield.
They have momentum, but they don't have numbers just yet. But they are flying down the field.
We've seen how quickly they can get the numbers advantages. That one's misplayed, but Ashland a little bit of luck there as she was just a step off sides.
Oh, believe me, if she wasn't offsides, her teammate was. They had 2 people offsides on that one. A little too much aggressiveness for the Hillers on that play.
Eager to move in transition, it appears. Schreiber will kick off. Right to a Hopkinton defender. Center pass is taken by DuPont.
Tried to pass into an Ashland double team, and it didn't work out for the Hillers, but they still have control after the ball bounces around a bit. Schreiber reads this one nicely, steps in front, but then gets ridden off the ball by number 16.
That's Kulkarni. Yep, she was the one with the goal last time.
A little traffic there in the middle of the field, and Annie Watt be the first clocker to get to the ball as it trickles along toward the far sideline. And that one will go out of bounds. Should be clocker ball here on the throw-in.
Still waiting for a signal.
All the players are moving upfield.
Looks like they're calling it. Nope, there's the call.
Okay.
Oh, it looked like the refs both just made a signal for it to be clocker ball. Hopkinton threw it in anyway. Clockers take over here.
Leading pass there from McGinnis. A little too far. I can make that Letachevsky. Hillers have a break here. Page comes out to challenge and wins it. Ball goes all the way to the near sideline. Schreiber up ahead to Gilhooly and knocked out of bounds by the Hillers. This will be a throw-in for the Clockers, and we do get another substitution. 2 more players coming in here for the Clockers as Anna McGinnis heads off.
So does Annie Watt.
Yep.
I mean, I see Kiana Thompson, the other freshman on this roster.
And it looks like Maggie McGinnis is in now.
Maggie McGinnis, okay. A couple siblings seeing the field now. A couple pairs of siblings, McGinnis's and the Thompsons. Schreiber looking for Vanessa Thompson now. That one's going to be knocked away, and they're going to call it Hopkinton ball to take over with a throw in here.
These two team styles have been very different, right? Very big contrast, right? Clocker, the Hillers, a lot of speed, a lot of movement. Clockers just don't seem to be able to keep up with that tempo. And again, on these throw-ins, there's not a lot of movement, not a lot of energy there. So see if they can figure it out as we move further into later into this half and on into the second half, where clock has started running again, showing towards the 24-minute mark. I'm not sure how far they are from time on the field.
Few minutes behind. Yeah, I mean, you said it. The Hillers just seem very comfortable playing fast, and that's been working out really well for them. They've been running the tempo of this game. Really, they can make the short passes and they can make long passes, and they've showed that they can do both of those things tonight. This looks like there's a few players open here. It's once again, it seems like there's one or two open on every play. That pass is going to go a little long. Schreiber will take over, riding that offensive player off the ball, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Clockers.
Interesting choice by Julia to play the body there instead of the ball, but
perfectly legal. It's a good play.
So Schreiber will do the honors from the goal box. Kick in to Gilhuli. I'm going to struggle with that name all night. My apologies, but out of bounds. And Hiller ball again. They're going to go right back down the near sideline.
A few one-touch passes. Nice play made on the ball by Ledachevsky, but Hopkinton's going to come away with it anyway. But it's
really
a Thompson
good hustle
pressure
there by Ledachevsky. Ball works its way to the far sideline now and out of bounds. Clocker ball. Controlled by out of bounds, it'll be Hiller ball. And Hillers are making 3 substitutions here.
Yep, starting to see some of the depth of this Hopkinton team now.
Long throw-in pass.
Yeah, was in the air for a while.
Kept in bounds. Clockers will control here, at least for the moment. Quick pass by Ledachevsky to the far sideline. McGinnis. Pushed ahead, but knocked down by the Hillers. Controlled there. Moving a little bit further back, and then pushed ahead to the midfield. Hillers still in control here. Again, yeah, they've got a 3-0 lead, absolutely controlling the tempo. If it's not there, they're happy to pull it back and try again. This ball skips all the way here to the near sideline where Schreiber will pick up.
She's got Gilhuli on the near sideline. That pass is going to stay in bounds. Gilhuli gave up on it, but that never went out.
The side judge was calling it out of bounds. You can see where she's standing around the 30-yard line.
I did not see that cross over that line. Thought Schreiber put enough spin on it. I didn't see it go out.
We don't have a great angle here, and I felt like the side judge took her eye off it, just assumed it was going to go out of bounds. And blew it, so blew the whistle. So
that's why, yep. I guess the ref's got to play to the whistle as well, right?
Okay, just continue to make these triangle passes.
Dangerous pass into the middle there, just barely knocked away before Ledachevsky could make a play on it. Now another deep pass, and this one's well placed. Paige Tripp, comes out to make a play there.
Yeah, Paige has definitely made an adjustment as she's seeing Hopkinton just continuously making these strafing runs and beating that last line of defense by the Clockers with their speed. So Paige has been coming out a little more aggressively to be able to prevent the Hillers from getting a shot on, making a play there.
We're seeing 3 Clocker defenders surrounding offensive players on Hopkinton frequently now. Still struggling with this Hopkinton attack. That one's kicked out of bounds, and it'll be a Hopkinton throw in near this near corner.
So if we're going by the clock on the scoreboard, which again was stopped for several minutes, but is running now. We're ticking down to 20 minutes to go in the first half. Should be less based on, hopefully they're keeping the clock on the field. We'll find out a little bit later. This one, Hillers couldn't quite connect there on a pass to a shot, and Paige able to eat that one up. She'll boot it aside. Moving Clocker way and into Hopkinton territory, but headed right back over the 50 by the Hillers. Ashland content to just push this one down the far sideline. The Hillers are going to make the play. I thought they might let that one roll out of bounds, but they hold on. They keep it in play, get it to their keeper. And the Hillers, again, just making their passes as they need to. Nice short passes, under control. A lot of accuracy.
Lofting pass to the near side. Hopkinton content to just take their time here.
Sure.
On their own side of the field. Nice play on the ball there. Ashland still unable to fully come away with it, though. Vanessa Thompson takes this one away. Bunching up a little bit, that's Thompson on the far side. Centering attempt or shot, it's going to be neither. That one's going to go out of bounds. Goal kick.
Yeah, off the side of the net.
Yep, goal kick for Hopkinton.
We have both teams making some small substitutions, minor adjustments.
Looks like that actually went off a Hopkinton defender, so it's the first corner kick of the night from either team. It's going to be Julia Schreiber from that far corner.
She is covering a lot of ground. She's usually been on the near sideline and on the back side of the defense.
Doing pretty much everything for this Clocker team. That one's going to be pretty far away from the goal. Vanessa Thompson unable to handle it. And Delhuli's going to have to come back to make a play. Trying to pass to a teammate. Hopkinton's going to knock that one away. It'll stay in bounds. Corinna Brown tries to knock it away, and Hopkinton's got it. Schreiber again in the middle of the field. Now goes back to Brown, who tries to kick it deeper into Hopkinton territory. Vanessa Thompson, Ashland's got close to numbers, but
Vanessa tried to control that one off the hop and couldn't quite make it, and Hiller's able to take it away. And now they're coming down the near sideline and centering pass right around the 50. Look at all those just quick passes, just playing the triangle every time.
And they're all just crisp, and they're right to their teammates' feet. It's very impressive from this Hopkinton team. Finally taken away by a Clocker, but unable to do anything with it. That one will be out of bounds. Clocker ball, so thrown on the far sideline, and it's Julia Schreiber. That's going to be a kick, excuse me, for Julia Schreiber.
Yeah, it was definitely. I don't know what it was. It was definitely some kind of penalty called against the Hillers on that play.
Line drive somehow finds a teammate. That's Phoebe Riley on the far side.
Turns the corner, makes the pass. Clocker still pressing into the Hiller territory, getting a little deeper and deeper, until finally the defender knocks it out of bounds. Near side will be a throw in here for the Clockers.
Well, seeing some more positives from this Clocker team, where penetrate that Hopkinton defense a little bit more. Just unable to get one in the back of the net so far. 3-0 Hillers. Clock says 16:38 to go. We're going to say it's probably closer to about 12 minutes to go here in the first half.
Okay, Gilhooly steps aside, subbing in, and on a long run, can't pick up the number just yet. What do you got, 13?
Quinn Herter.
I got Cordelitas.
Yep, you're right. Herter's that's volleyball.
Centering pass.
Excuse me.
Knocked aside by the Hillers, and they come away with it. Nice little defensive play there by a Clocker player. A centering attempt by the Clockers, knocked aside momentarily. This is like the most sustained attack the Clockers have had all night, but just not able to really ever get free, get space to make a move.
Play made by Schreiber, tries to cut it back inside, does so, getting past two Hopkinton defenders in the process. Adriana's going to have to try to run after it, unable to get there, and it's going to be out of bounds, Hiller ball.
Yeah, definitely great hustle there, but it was just too far out of reach and went out of bounds, and the Hiller defender made the right play, just kind of cutting off the angle to even preventing her from making the play. Playing right around that out of bounds and then come away with it, no whistle.
Cut between two Clocker defenders who just appeared to stand still as she knifed between them. Hopkinton with some momentum again. It's going to be cut short there as that pass goes out of bounds a little far for her teammate. Clockers take over with a throw of their own.
Ball's loose right around midfield. Hillers with control for the moment and take it right back. Here's another strafing run right through the defense. Going to be uncontested and able to push it right past Page trip for another goal, make it 4-0 for the Hillers.
I believe that was number 21, Georgie Clark, senior for the Hillers.
Okay, the clock is stopped with 14:26 to go in the first half. We'll see if the scorekeeper remembers to restart the clock now as play continues.
And the clock
took a
is
second.
running.
But it didn't start running again.
Ashland on their own side of the field, it's dangerous. Julia Schreiber's got plenty of space to work here, though.
And Morgan Dubanowitz got a foot on it there for the Clockers.
Yep, Schreiber's looking for Riley or Cordelitas, unable to find either. Finds Cordelitas now, immediately taken away by Hopkinton, though. And the first time we'd mentioned Morgan Dubanowitz's name so far tonight. Schreiber. I'm going to call it a handball. Schreiber doesn't agree with it.
Side judge seemed to be calling it on Cordelitas, not on Schreiber. So play continues. We're under 13:40 to go now in the first half. Hopkinton up 4-0 and pressing for more. This one goes out of bounds far side. Again, Chase, at some point you got to wonder, the Clockers did play yesterday.
Fatigue setting in a little bit.
Maybe a little bit, I mean, soccer's a tough sport. A lot of
running. A lot of running.
A lot of running. And have to play 2 days straight. That's got to be rough. You don't see that very often at the high school level.
Going to try to give her teammate a chance to run after this one. Pass goes back to Chase, who gets rid of it very quickly. Hillers moving to the middle of the field. It gets taken away. That was Dubanowitz, and the Hillers take it right back. Cordelitas making a play on the ball, knocks it away. Hopkinton still with possession. Near pass is going to go out of bounds, and it's a throw-in by the 20-yard line of Hopkinton's territory. Schreiber will take this one.
And I'll tell you, if the Clockers can capitalize here, you're going to have to credit Cordelitas. Some terrific hustle, great play to kind of just knock that off the Hillers' foot. Tentering attempt is blocked aside by the Hillers, though, and they're going to come out with it, pressing it very quickly up the far sideline, but intercepted by a Clocker defense. Make that Maggie McGinnis with that nice defensive play, but it all leads to naught as the ball goes out of bounds. Hillers throw in.
Pass to the near side, now keeping it in the middle of the field. Triangle passing working well again. Schreiber, a physical play on the ball that's going to go off of Hopkinton. Schreiber takes it back very quickly. She'll try to find Cordelitas, who's marked by 2 Hopkinton defenders. Instead goes for Riley, who was marked by 3. Ashland with the ball in the middle of the field now.
Yeah, Julie just couldn't get it over that first defender, but the Clockers have it at the moment. And of course, I spoke too soon.
Yeah.
Hillers with the ball back again, trying to make a move in the center of the field. Looking, stopping.
Uncontested here. And has plenty of time for a long pass down the far sideline. Not offsides, has 2 teammates with her. And now a third passes it back. Hopkinton just constantly moving, constantly passing. Finally, an errant pass is going to go in the Clockers' favor, and it'll be a goal kick. Schreiber will take this one.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, that was some terrific passing again. A great opportunity for the Hillers. Just a little too strong, and the ball wound up going out of bounds and over the goal line. So Clockers will take over. Just over 11 minutes to go here in the first half. Looks like the rain has finally abated. It's been coming down pretty hard there a few minutes ago, which makes it even harder to play this game, especially on the turf.
Well, now that the rain stopped coming down, they're right back in this.
Sure.
Pass to the far side. They'll cut it back inside. All the way across, switching fields. That pass errant and intercepted by Cordelitas, looking for Riley up top. Belanger steps up now.
I think she was just a little too eager to get rid of that ball. She had some time and kind of forced a pass trying to clear it out of there. It went right to the Hopkinton defense.
Tough to blame her in this game with how fast Hopkinton's been getting to the ball.
I mean, that's it. You know, it's just we were talking about this earlier, right? The relentless pressure, and it winds up. You suddenly get used to.
Yeah, it's a mental thing.
You suddenly get used to like constantly just having to get rid of the ball as quickly as possible. That you've got a player right on you at all times, and in that instance, she didn't have it, but still reacted as if she did.
Yeah.
So
deep shot collected by Tripp, who will punt away now. Nice one touch, but it goes right to a Hopkinton defender. McGinnis takes it back and is moving towards that big Ashland A in the middle of the field. She's got two defenders around her. One of them's going to knock it away. Cordelitas is now going to have to make a play on the ball. Does so, but it's going to be off her and out of bounds. Hiller throwing on the near side, and subs are going to come in for both teams. Annie Watt back onto the field.
Maggie McGinnis heading off, and Olivia Boulanger also. And then you also had Maggie Carter coming in.
Yes, her first playing time tonight.
Okay. See if we can get some fresh legs here. Under 10 minutes to go in the half.
Plenty of time to move around.
To say, plenty of communication out there.
I think we heard 3 or 4 teammates tell her they were open at one point there.
Centering attempt by the Hillers.
Trying to dribble through 4 Ashland defenders. That's not going to work out too well. Schreiber tries to boot it away off a Hopkinton player. Finally gets it up the near side to Cordelitas, who takes it away from her Hopkinton defender. And just like that, Hopkinton's got it right back. Pass into the middle. 1-2, not successful. Schreiber boots that one away.
I'm never a fan of that play, by the way, man.
The 1-2?
No. That Julia decided to kick it toward the middle of the field.
Yes.
Again, I mean,
okay.
Listen, she has about 100% more experience doing this than I do. But
she was just trying to get rid of it, I think.
Yeah, it's always dangerous when you do a centering, kick toward the center of the field instead of trying to get it off to the sideline. But,
yeah, absolutely. This one, not
it worked out.
Not as close to the goal, so that it does help. But yeah, I thought it's a good thing you weren't talking about the 1-2, which in my opinion is the most satisfying play in soccer.
Mm-hmm. And what makes it so satisfying?
It's just fun to watch. Middle of the field looking for Debanowitz. Gets her defender off the ball, and she's got some space. Finds McGinnis. Now looking on the far sideline for Riley, not successful. Fighting for the ball, that's going to go against the Clockers, and it's a kick for the Hillers.
So approaching 7.5 to go here in the first half. Clockers down 4-0. You're watching Ashland Girls Varsity Soccer on WACA-TV with Josh Abrams and Chase Abrams on a chilly autumn Tuesday night here on the plateau.
Carter and
Tripp,
a little miscommunication there. Tripp comes out and makes a play though.
But the Hillers come pressing right on back. Far sideline, gaining territory quickly. Looking to center, here it is, but on net, and Paige makes the save, trying to get into transition quickly, but nothing really open, so she'll pull it back and just wait for her teammates to get into position.
Punt this one away, a line drive. A little too hot to handle for McGinnis. Schreiber cuts it back, goes back towards her own goal, and they get rid of it. Nice 1-2 passes from the Clockers there.
Yeah, kind of emulating the Hopkinton attack with some very quick, short, crisp passes there, but can't sustain it. Here's an opportunity again for the Hillers, right on in, past Tripp, who tried to come out and be aggressive about it, and it somehow trickles out of bounds long side. That was number 13. I don't have a 13 on my roster, so I must have a bad number from this distance, but really good opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ashland.
that's clearly a 13.
Yeah, no, I was noticing that as well.
So Paige gambled and won on that one. Coming out, reading the play there is 13 on Hopkinton, the unnamed 13. Made a really nice play, got past the defense, was unaccosted. Unfortunately, Paige got out there enough, wasn't able to deflect it, but able to alter the shot enough that it went trickling out of bounds.
Maybe it's like elevators, don't put number 13 on the roster.
Right.
It's my best guess, at least.
Sure.
Cora Franzella into the game for the first time, misplays that one. Schreiber tries to knock it away, and Franzella's got to try to make another play. Ashland a little over-aggressive as they're overstepping on some of these defensive attempts. They do prevent a Hopkinton goal there, but Hopkinton will retain possession deep inside Clocker territory.
I felt like they were scrambling just a little bit of panic setting in there on the defense. They just could not get a foot on the ball at any point there. Shirley breaks this one up.
Just knocked this one away. Ledachevsky's got a chance to do something here. 3 defenders, yeah. And unable to get past the first one as Hopkinton takes it right back on the far side.
Back pass here. Brought back over the 50, knocked aside by McGinnis. And still the Hillers control as they have most of this half. Under 5 minutes to go now, so clock stops on the scoreboard at 5 to go.
Ledachevsky trying to find Debanowitz, who's in a foot race on the near sideline. She is not going to get there, actually losing the race to the sideline itself as that ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a Hiller throw-in right in front of us here. That one off a Hiller, and Clockers will take it right back over. Yep. Same spot, throwing Julia Schreiber this time.
Caught a nice break there. Terrific if the Clockers can put one on the board here late in the first half.
Absolutely.
It's a little bit of a moral victory, if you will.
Yes.
Again, not a lot of motion here by the Clockers as Schreiber tries to inbounds. That really struggled to find anybody open.
Finds Debanowitz finally. But
just missed a corner kick there. The ball trickled to the left of the flag. It'll be another throw in deep in Hiller territory. Schreiber will take it. At some point, she's going to have to make that huge run back over the other side of the 50 to get back on D, but this is her throw in.
Goes back to Schreiber, fighting with a Hiller defender.
Ridden off.
Finds a teammate.
Frenzella couldn't quite hold on to that one. Pushed ahead. Intercepted by the Clockers, and then given right back to the Hillers. So again, Clockers just cannot find a way to have any kind of a sustained drive, if you will.
Oh, right over the head of Annie Watt, and she's got plenty of space that Hopkinton does here. 2 defenders closing in, saved by Tripp.
It's the save of the night right there. Beautiful play by Paige as she was outgunned and outmanned.
The last line of defense comes through for the Clockers with a huge save to keep Hopkinton from scoring their 5th goal of the first half.
I give credit to Karina Brown as well, who came flying back down to try and put any kind of a play on that. And again, that Hopkinton player couldn't quite cut to the middle, was kind of off on the side there. Not a high percentage shot, but it felt like she had a really, really good opportunity, and Paige made a huge save right there at the end of the first half. So we'll take a break. Enjoy halftime, everybody. Clockers down 4-0 to the Hopkinton Hillers. You're watching Ashland Girls Varsity Soccer on WACA-TV.
See you in a bit. And welcome back to the Plateau here at Ashland High School. I'm Chase Abrams, joined as usual by Josh Abrams. It's been a tough start, first half, 4-0 in favor of the Hopkinton Hillers over the Ashland Clockers so far tonight. What are your notes for the second half here? How do you think they can improve?
I'm speechless, Chase.
Other than score goals.
I mean, they just need to find a way to get some space, and I don't know if they can even turn Hopkins' aggressiveness against them. But so far, just everything, it's been all Hopkinton on the scoreboard, on the field, the passing, the tempo, you name it.
Time of possession.
Right.
Yeah. Hopkinton with possession on the far side here. So yeah, this game has been pretty much dominated. I mean, I don't want to say as expected, but the numbers did point towards a significant advantage in favor of the Hillers entering tonight.
Sure.
I don't think we were expecting 4-0, but it's definitely it's been a very, very strong game from pretty much on all facets from the Hopkinton Hillers team.
This is the first time we're seeing either team on WACA so far this year,
yes.
And just looking at the records, looking at the power rankings, this is kind of what we were expecting to see tonight.
Yeah, and absolutely not taking away from this Clocker team. They are very talented, and they've shown us that throughout this season. But this is just a superior Hopkinton team, and that there's no real way around that.
Sure. I mean, again, not the for the Clockers, not the record they wanted this year. Pretty far below 500, but had been building some positive momentum the last few games. 2 ties and a win.
The unbeaten streak.
But tonight they're just running into a buzzsaw. This Hiller team is just absolutely relentless.
Yeah, they've won 13 games. They've given up 5 goals. That's on the season. In 13 games, they've given up 5 goals. So,
I mean, they have been giving up a goal in about a month.
Yes,
Chase.
yes.
So it dates back, I believe, to September 22nd.
And it doesn't seem like they want to start doing that.
Right.
So,
I mean, they won that game 4-1. It wasn't like, it was even close. But that was the last time they gave up a goal.
Knocked outside, but intercepted by Hopkinton. They're just going to have to kick it out of bounds.
So we'll say again, I mean, this is an opportunity here, a little, some character building for the Clockers,
Chance
play
for
it
some
close.
younger players to get some varsity experience, as we saw in the first half. A few freshmen getting some playing time. Cora Franzella specifically, as well as the younger Thompson sister, and that was Phoebe Riley as well.
Younger McGinnis sister?
She's a sophomore, I believe, but
still the younger sister.
Still the younger sister, right. Nope, also a freshman. Thank you, Maggie McGinnis.
So again, just at this point, playing for pride, playing for experience, and just try to keep it close. I mean, see if we can keep this to a 4-goal game.
Or less.
Or less.
Dare to dream.
Mm-hmm. I'm not even, honestly, there were a couple of opportunities where shots went to the side of the net. I'm just not sure if the Clockers have an official shot on goal tonight.
Late getting there. Is that trip in goal?
I don't think that is.
The other keeper would be Leah Skorodumov. We saw her older brother excel as a keeper in his own right on the boys' soccer team for multiple years. He was a TVL All-Star on a team on a few teams that didn't have as much success as they are having this year. But he was absolutely the staple in net for a few years on this Ashland high school boys soccer team.
Oh, that one's going to go against the Clockers. Oh, correction, against the Hillers. Clockers get a free kick here. Is that Julia?
Yep. When in doubt.
So she's playing far side. Trying to feed ahead to Celia Mermelstein.
Annie Watt stepping up quickly, but it leaves a Hopkinton player wide open. She's going to look for the short pass here in between 4 Ashland defenders, and it's going to be knocked away. That was number 17, Vanessa Thompson. First time we're saying her name this half after a very active first half.
Well, it looks like Vanessa switched positions as well. I felt like she was playing more up in the first half.
Yeah, I agree with you. Looks like Clockers may have brought in an extra striker to try to get some offensive momentum back, or at least move McGinnis up. We saw Letichevsky playing up there, but McGinnis was kind of playing more of a midfield role. It looks like she's playing up a little bit more this half. Celia Mermelstein as well, an offensive player for the Clockers. Riley will come away with it.
Ava Dittenhafer getting some minutes here.
It's Dittenhofer.
Dittenhofer, I stand corrected. Thank you. You definitely have the advantage, going to school with these people.
Yeah.
Not
have
that all
help.
over me.
Does help.
Admittedly, I do not spend a lot of time at the high school.
It's pretty much for this.
Nor should I.
Pretty much for this, yeah.
So clock ticks down under 35 minutes to go in the second half. Clockers down 4-0, trying to put something together offensively. Centering pass there from McGinnis.
A quick one touch. Good find. Good sequence of passes. Mermelstein with some momentum. Knocked away. Ashland retains possession in the middle of the field. Shot on goal is going to be just a little high. But the second shot on goal tonight from the Clockers is a good one. And they're showing a little bit of life here at the start of the second half. 34-20 to go here.
Absolutely, Chase. I mean, it was a great opportunity for the Clockers. Right in the center, just outside of the box. But again, that Hopkinton team putting on all kinds of pressure, not allowing a lot of space, and I was pleasantly surprised to see the Clockers get off as good a quality shot as they did.
Yep, Belandro knocked that one out of bounds. Hiller throwing on the near side. Long throw-in, looking for a teammate one-on-one with Riley. Moved around a little bit. That looked like it was off a Clocker player, but they're going to say it's Clocker ball. Line just ruling in favor of Ashland. And Annie Watt will throw it in. Finds Dittenhofer right away. Back to Watt and knocked out of bounds. Just an unforced error there, and the Hillers will take right back over with a throw of their own.
Aubrey Thomas with the throw-in for the Hillers. Hiller's able to get it toward the center of the field now. Shot on.
Deep shot.
Sails high and wide. Shot attempt by Nina Tsuganotis, junior for the Hillers. Thompson will do the honors here from the goal line. The top of the box.
Yep, we saw Schreiber taking care of that in the first half with Thompson moving back. It puts her in a better position to do goal kicks now. McGinnis unable to make a play. This will be Riley on the far side.
It looked like Anna had a really good opportunity there and then slowed up.
Faltered.
Yeah. So Hillers, again, much more effective being able to work in limited space, able to continue getting these passes off. Just move the ball around so well. A very well coached team.
Yeah, we're hearing a lot of really good communication as well. The second a defender is on, at least one or two teammates are calling out to help.
So this one gets
switching fields. Am I seeing a single zero on the back of that goalkeeper?
You are. So both teams change keepers here in the second half.
So once again, we've got a goalie on Hopkinton wearing 00, and we've got a goalie on Hopkinton wearing 0. So Aaliyah Chase is keeper. Well, okay. You know what? It's a bad habit, I guess. Aaliyah Chase is out for the Hillers, and Ella Nye, fellow sophomore keeper, and Hopkinton's got
long pass,
two steps again
the needle
on Thompson. Shot is going to be top right and in. Buries it in the back of the net.
Sneaks it in right under the crossbar.
So 8.5 minutes into this second half, and the Hillers make it a 5-0 advantage. How about that, Nil? You got
good.
Yeah,
good. And our unnamed number 13,
of course,
with the goal. So make it 5-0 with 31:41 to go in the second half. So again, just as the Clockers are showing some signs of life on offense, the Hillers just clamp down, put one in the net. It's 5-0. Clockers moving the ball now along the far sideline.
Yeah, Nora Cox dribbled between a few Hopkinton defenders there before it ultimately got taken away. Thompson's going to knock that away, but right to a Hopkinton player with plenty of momentum. Another deep pass is going to find a teammate. Skorodumov came way out, knocked it away, but right to another Hiller who's going to tap in another goal for Hopkinton, and it is 6-0. Two goals in the span of 42 seconds.
Same player with both goals.
And just like that, it's a 6-goal advantage for the Hillers.
So it looks like Hiller's making a couple of substitutions here. And just a reminder, of course, folks, to follow Ashland Sports. We have a few different handles for you to follow on the X, including @ClockerAD, @ClockerSoccerG, as in girls. And, of course, you can follow us here at WACA-TV Ashland. It's all one word, WACA-TV Ashland on the X.
We want to do our little check-in on Ashland Sports. Is that now, or do you want to wait on that a little bit?
Good anticipation, but actually what it brings us to is tonight's dad joke.
Oh, my goodness.
I
knew my spidey senses were tingling.
Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Hiller ball deep in Ashland territory.
Yes.
Clock ticking down to 30 minutes to go in the second half. So, Chase,
the Hillers with a throw-in on the far side.
Well, Chase, you're a track guy. Did you hear about...
It's going to be thrown in here for Hopkinton.
Did you hear about the guy who was afraid of hurdles? You can keep trying to do play-by-play. Did you hear about the guy who was afraid of hurdles?
No.
He got over it.
So this is going to be played toward the middle of the field for the Clockers now. That's Riley trying to...
Play continues here in Ashland. The Hillers in control. Nice read there by Julia Schreiber to break up a play. Hits the ground and going to draw the penalty there.
Quick whistle there. So the Clockers will take over possession here near midfield, near that big yellow circle right in the center. Vanessa Thompson will kick it away. Near sideline looking for Mermelstein. It's going to be headed back into the Hopkinton box before knocked away quickly. Possession again, and a diving save there to save a Nora Cox shot on goal. So Ashland showing a little bit more life, but just barely knocked away. It's a great save there by the Hopkinton keeper.
Best opportunity of the night for the Clockers. It will lead to a corner kick, and what I was noticing, Chase, is on that particular possession, Ashland is bringing everybody down the field. They are doing anything they can to put some offensive pressure on, try to score a goal. The back line at the moment is sitting at like between the 30 and 40 yard line on the Hopkinton side of the field.
It would explain why they let up 2 goals in quick succession. They are focused on the offense right now as it very nearly pays off. Keeper knocked it right to an Ashland player, but unable to bury it in the back of the net. Hopkinton keeper takes it back, and it'll just roll to a teammate here. Quick pressure from Letichevsky, knocked away. 1-2 touch. Middle of the field, Hopkinton, those quick, crisp passes in the middle of the field, just working so well. One time. Near side, they've got teammates open every time. Ashland, credit to them for putting in the effort here. Very aggressive defense, but Hopkinton just keeping it off their heels. That pass a little long, so the Ashland aggression going to pay some dividends here as they've got a throw on the far side. That looks like Julia Schreiber. I'm going to assume it is. Looking for a teammate. That's Sophie Letichevsky turning the corner. Gets past 2 defenders. She finds Nora Cox running down the far sideline. Centering attempt is knocked away. Riley heads it back into the fold, but Hopkinton's got possession again.
Good header there.
Middle of the field, and Ashland takes it back over.
This is easily the most sustained offensive pressure the Clockers have had on the Hillers all night.
Dribbling it into the middle. 1-2. Back again. Letichevsky with 2 defenders right in front of her. Kicks it off one of them, and Hopkinton takes it right back over. Going to knock it away middle of the field, and there's a teammate there for the Hillers. Now looking long, near side, Boulanger's going to make a play on it. Tries to knock it out of bounds. Hopkinton's going to keep it. Nope, they're going to let it go out. And one sub will come in quickly for the Hillers here.
So just a quick programming note, everybody, here on WACA. Our next sports broadcast is a week from tonight when the boys soccer team hosts Norton, 5:45 p.m. at the middle school. Chase and I will be behind the mic for that one as well.
Very excited.
Yeah, you know, for whatever reason, we just have not been able to get to the soccer teams this year.
Yeah, you and I were talking about it before. Just no reason for it. It's just what's happened. The boys soccer team having a very successful season.
Absolutely.
After missing the playoffs by 1 goal last year, it was a pretty big story here in Ashland. They said, you know what, we're not going to chance it, and have already clinched the spot. This season. It's been a very, very strong season. Talent up and down the board.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a really deep team, very experienced. And again, as you mentioned, and they've said it publicly, I mean, a terrific Metro West Daily News article beginning of the year about this team, that they are on a mission this year. Just heartbreaking to miss the playoffs by a single goal. They played to I think a 0-0 tie in their final game. If they had just scored the 1 goal, they missed the playoffs by percentage points, basically. But this year, as you mentioned, strong year, 9-3-1. They're at Hopkinton right now. They host Westwood on Thursday and rank number 5 in Division II power rankings with 5 games to go.
Yeah, some of the big names on that team. Carlos Espino is probably the first one that comes to mind.
Co-captain.
Yep, center back on that team, has been a starting center back on that team since his freshman year. And then, I mean, Matt Silva, you and I saw multiple highlight reel plays from him last year. He was a TVL All-Star, so a big offensive producer for them. A little bit of a down year so far this year, but we know he has the talent. And just a credit to how deep this team is, that he's not having the best year of his career, and they're still doing this well.
Yep. So quick check-in back to the action at hand here. The clock ticks down under 25 minutes to go in the second half. Ashland down 6-0 to Hopkinton. Ball in play here right at midfield. Letichevsky. Is that Nora? Trying to find McGinnis. Knocked aside again and out of bounds. So going around the rest of the world here for Ashland sports. The football team is 3-3 after falling victim to both Friday the 13th and the Norwood Mustangs, 34-17. They're at Medfield this Thursday night. They're at Holliston next Friday, before finally hosting Hopkinton on Thanksgiving Day. So again, that football season is wrapping up very quickly.
I think we can just say that was Friday the 13th. It was just, it's bad luck. It's that date. It's just,
Sure. And the volleyball team suffering through a 4-12 season. They've dropped their last 6 matches. They have 3 straight road games. Tomorrow at Medfield, Thursday at Shrewsbury, and Monday at Natick before wrapping up their season at home against Holliston. And Chase, that brings us to the cross-country team. Can you bring us up to speed on them?
Yeah, we had our final meet, or I guess, you know, this is a final invitational meet. It was the Twilight meet in Falmouth. There were 3,700 runners.
Falmouth or Rentham?
It's Falmouth. Rentham was earlier this season,
okay.
But this was the Twilight meet. This is one of the biggest races of the year for this cross-country team. As I said, there were 3,700 runners across the 2 days. Wow. Probably about 2,000 on the Friday the 13th. Once again. That they ran there, and really it's been a good season overall. Boys are going to finish just outside of the top 3 in the entire Tri-Valley League this year, but very successful season, and a lot to build on for future years. A lot of young talent on that team.
The Clockers trying to put pressure here offensively, and Anna doing everything she can, but just not stymied from being able to get even a shot on goal there. Yeah,
we've seen her moving around a lot this half.
Celia Mermelstein
cuts it back inside.
Can't beat the double team. Annie Watt steps up. Ball gets kicked away and onto the foot of the Hillers.
They had numbers for a second there, unable to handle that pass though. Clockers take back over. Nice move by Mermelstein. She's got a teammate on the inside. It's going to be tough to get it to her. Does so anyway. Sophie Ledachevsky cutting it back to the outside. Goes back inside.
Ball put on
Centering attempt is going to be taken easily by the Hopkinton keeper, and they will retain possession.
Anna McGinnis closest to it before the keeper snatched it away. Ball gets punted out by midfield. Free ball. Vanessa Thompson, the header.
Why not? Mermelstein will take over here, cutting it to the outside. She's got a defender mimicking her every move, and Hopkinton takes it back over.
Yeah, nothing like trying to battle your shadow, right?
Yep. Corinna
22
Brown.
Minutes and counting.
Got a teammate to the outside, and Annie Watt. That pass is going to go a little long, and it'll be a throw-in for the the Hillers on the near side.
Okay, Nora Cox is jogging off, as is Anna McGinnis. Looks like Kiana Thompson is back in now for the Clockers. Silly read that one nicely. She's got some space coming across midfield. Couldn't find her wing person, number 4, Ledachevsky. Hillers take over. Good defensive pressure from Watt.
They got to work around good defensive pressure from Hopkinton, and does so. Glancing off Mermelstein, maybe arm.
Yeah,
no call there.
Waiting for the handball call. No call there. Play continues.
It's going to go off Hopkinton, and it'll be Clocker ball.
Ava was closest to that one. Yeah. Watt throws in bounds, but gets the whistle. We are going to get a sub for the Clockers.
So late sub, Annie Watts.
It was Annie who's coming off.
After a couple of great plays there,
yeah. It's a nice hand from the crowd as Maggie Carter comes in.
And we'll immediately come to the near sideline to throw in.
Long pass ahead to Ledachevsky. Ball going the wrong way for the Clockers right now. Morgan Dubanowitz battling for it, comes away with it. Looking, has it stripped away. Hillers take over at midfield.
Moving to the far side. It's going to pass. Looks like it's going to be a little far. Schreiber will make a play on it and just kick it out of bounds.
Okay, approaching 20 minutes to go in the second half. So, Chase, I'm starting to feel pretty confident we'll be able to get home in time to catch the beginning of Game 2 of the NLCS between the Phillies and the Diamondbacks.
Yep, very excited for that one. I know you and I are probably some of the only ones, but
in this town.
Yeah, seriously.
But for all you Red Sox fans out there, we've got plenty of room on the Phillies bandwagon. If you need a seat, just contact us. You can catch me on the X at Josh D. Abrams. Happy to save you a seat as the Phillies make their way through the postseason.
Yes, and for all you Ashland people who are now deciding to root for the Diamondbacks just to spite me, good luck. All right, Mermelstein will check out. Will sub off. Cordelitas will sub in.
Here's Carter with the throw in. Can't quite execute the give and go. Hillers have it. Centering pass attempt. Connected. Looking. Pushing it ahead. Nice read there by Leah. Makes the save. She'll boot away. Short kick this time.
High arcing punt, but doesn't go very far. Dittenhofer's going to have to make a play on it between two Hopkinton defenders, and the Hillers come away with it. Miscommunication there between Clockers, and the Hillers retain possession.
Working it down the far sideline now.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Centering attempt here in a second.
A dribble right on in.
Just content to hold on to it.
And they
somehow finds a teammate, and it's going to be knocked in low near side, and it is 7-0 Hillers.
Credit Fotini Roncis, number 7 for the Hillers, with the Hillers' 7th goal of the night.
Maggie Carter up the near side trying to find Cordelitas, but it goes right to a Hopkinton player. They're going to say that was out of bounds. Might have been a little bit of a questionable call, but it goes the Clockers' way. Phoebe Riley with a nice cut back inside. Through ball, great to Thompson. Fighting for it. Shot on goal is going to be just wide to the left.
I think the keeper just got a hand on that and pushed it aside. Great opportunity there for Thompson.
Yep, good call there. It's going to be a corner kick.
She played it perfectly too. I mean, she had the keeper leaning the wrong way. Got a strong shot on goal, high percentage shot, but I do think the keeper. We'll have to take a look at that on instant replay and maybe in post, but nonetheless, a corner kick here for the Clockers. 17 minutes or so to go in the game. It's a long centering attempt.
Not really close to the goal. Probably not what she was trying to do, and Hopkinton's going to come away with this one. Yep. Full head of steam. Lead pass will find a teammate. No, it's knocked away.
Oh, bad collision there between a Clocker and a Hiller.
Both back on their feet, though, but that Hiller, number 13, looks a little shaken up. So hope everybody's okay. Once again, they're on their feet, so.
Couldn't find Cordelitas there. Hillers have it now, but they don't have numbers. It's a long.
Ronsos just, sends it the length of the field to score Dumov, who will punt it away. Good punt here. It's going to land near midfield.
Yeah, much stronger than the previous kick.
Well, it had the height the last time, just didn't have the distance. This one had both. So moving to the far side now, trying to cut it back inside, and it's taken away by the Hillers again.
Yeah, Morgan couldn't beat that first defender. So the Clockers will reset here.
Thompson finds Dittenhofer. Looking back to the younger Thompson now. Trying to find Phoebe Riley. That's going to be just a little long.
A little too strong on that pass.
Scooped up by the Hopkinton keeper.
Clocker got a foot on it. Ball's loose. I thought Cordelitas was going to be there first, but she leaves it for Ava. Back to Ava now. Ridden off.
Dittenhofer and Cordelitas having a little trouble on that side. So they switch fields now.
Oh, a strong pass by Karina, too.
Yep. Schreiber will kick it up, but nobody in the area. Thompson knocks it away now, and it goes right back into the Clocker zone.
Not a lot of holes in that Hiller defense to be able to shoot one down.
Ooh, dangerous play there between the two Clocker center backs, but they get it away. Thompson immediately pressured. Dittenhofer.
In the process of looking for a teammate, she had it taken away from her.
Schreiber on the far side now, cuts it back in. Doing it herself a little bit. Almost had a teammate down that far sideline, but Hopkinton takes it away again.
Yeah, that pass beat the defender, but the defender got just enough of a toe on it to break up the pass.
And honestly, from our angle, I thought it got by her. Just going to knock that one out of bounds far side. Hiller throw in, 14:32 to go here in the game.
Yeah, Vanessa knocked that one aside, slow things down a little bit. Clock continues to run. And the Clockers down 7-0 to the Hillers. You're watching Ashland Girls Varsity Soccer on WACA-TV. Physical
play there from the Clocker defender. Can't quite make out who that was, but Hopkinton still controls possession here. Pass goes between two players. It'll be handled by the center back. Playing up. Plenty of space to maneuver. Finds a teammate. Two Ashland defenders step in front of that one. And Riley is all on her own. A header here. Some numbers now for the Clockers. Riley's just got to get past one and cannot do it. It's taken away again.
Broken up very nicely there by number 12, Aubrey Thomas.
Yep, Gronsos running on the near side now. Gets broken up. That was Maggie Carter making a nice play on the ball and scooped up by the Clocker keeper.
Thomas, another really nice play there. She timed that perfectly. This one gets put off of Gronsos' head. Out of bounds. Clocker ball. 13:15 to go now. Clocker's down 7-0. Trying to make something happen.
Walker's trying to step up. Thompson makes a play, but it goes once again right to a Hiller player. Cordelitas now taking it away. Thompson's got it again. Looking for somewhere to go. She's got Dittenhofer. Finds her. Dittenhofer up to Riley. Passes to...
I think Riley tried to do a little too much with that pass.
And a through ball. Another Hopkinton player is open. Skordumov's got to step up and kick that one away. It's a good play.
Okay, Clocker's going to make 3 substitutions this time. And the Hillers make 1. So Nora's back into the game. And I lost the other 2 numbers for the 2 players who came in. But just over 12 minutes to go now in the game. Clocker's down 7-0.
The lights are messing with my night vision a little bit.
Okay, Hillers haven't had many offensive opportunities in this half, but looks like one's developing here on the far sideline. Shot on, and wide short side.
Yeah, it was a pass completed in between 4 Clocker defenders and then a nice through ball. But shot does not find the net, and the Clockers will take back over. It's a goal kick going to be taken here by Vanessa Thompson. She goes to the far side looking for Franzel, and that's just going to be nowhere near her. Out of bounds. It's going to be a Hiller throw-in. It's not really what you're trying to do here at this stage in the game. Give away possession that quickly.
Karina knocks that one out of bounds. Hillers will try another throw-in. Morgan heads that one out of bounds. So Hillers are slowly making their way down the far sideline.
Progress, yeah.
One throw-in at a time.
Oh, guess what? Not even going to play on that one.
They pick up 10 yards on that play?
Maybe like 6, but you know, it's still positive yardage for them, I guess.
So 2nd and 6? 2nd and 4?
Yeah. It was like 3rd and 2 at that point, but yeah. Cordelitas trying to dribble between defenders, finds Riley. Back to Cordelitas.
It's a nice touch pass by Riley.
Ball, she is just a bit offsides.
Karina was excited to have some daylight, but there's a reason she was getting the daylight. She was offsides. So look, you're down 7-0, not a lot of opportunities. You got to take them where you can get them.
I figure the refs, there's a chance they give it to them. Why not? But
yeah, I'm not sure who on the Clocker sideline failed to distract the side judge there to allow Thompson to go offsides undetected. Ball's loose here and Clocker into the field. Good pressure by Morgan. Takes the ball away. Little dribble. Still trying to beat the defender. Hillers take over. 10 minutes to go here in the second half.
Hillers work in the middle of the field now. Might not have been the teammate that pass was intended for, and Clockers come away with possession. Franzella knocking it up to Thompson. Trying to go to the far side, back to Franzella, who has a significant height disadvantage in this matchup. But Thompson, however, does not. Comes away with the ball there. Franzella fighting between defenders before it finally gets taken away. Riley putting in an effort, but Hopkinton's got it back.
Every yard they gained on that drive, if you will, was hard fought.
Yeah.
So here's an opportunity for the Clockers. Nora dribbling, pushing ahead a little too far for Cordelitas, absolutely. So another
right idea, but
another attempt thwarted as we approach 9 minutes to go in the half. Make that the second half, of course, in the game. Out of bounds on the far sideline. It would be Clocker ball. Quick throw in.
Prinzella goes back to Debanowitz. Ball finds her again. Middle of the field now.
Nora got a foot on it there. Yep, just back and forth, back and forth. It's still going to stay Clocker ball. And this another quick throw in by the Clockers. Gets past the defender. Rare mistake by a Hopkinton defender, but they're going to push it all the way back to their keeper. Centering pass, a little bit dangerous. Great hustle there by, is that Phoebe Riley?
Yep.
Hillers work it right down the middle of the field in the Clocker territory. Dishing off to the far sideline. Dribbling there, broken up by Julia. She hustles to the far sideline. It's kept in bounds, but Hillers have control. They're pressing further into Ashland territory. Long shot knocked aside there by Skorodumov.
She'll punt it away here. Another good punt that'll land around that 45-yard line, but Hopkinton takes it right back. Maggie Carter, physical play on the ball, no whistle. Riley's got some space to maneuver, but she's 1-on-4 right now. Some teammates coming up behind. Tries to find Thompson, pass a little behind her, but Ashland still has kind of possession. Nope, Hopkinton takes it right back.
Okay, Clocker's trying to settle here. Thompson, long pass ahead.
Looking for Cordelitas, right idea. Riley will look
trying to hit the home run on that. Yeah, trying to connect long distance.
I mean, it's the first real attempt we've seen them give at that strategy so far. I mean, why not? Pass will go just past Maggie Carter. Belanger's got to make a physical play on the ball here.
Similar attempt here by the Hillers, trying to dial long distance, connect on a long pass.
We've had a little bit more success with it tonight.
Sure. Hillers reset at the top of the Ashland zone. Working it down the far sideline, cutting it back toward the middle now. A shot on net blocked aside there by Vanessa Thompson.
Yep. But Hopkinton stays with the ball. Cordelitas knocking it away. Hopkinton switches fields now. Back towards the middle, knocked away by Cora Franzella. Ashland pushing the ball up. Thompson will follow. Far side, knocked away. Debanowitz in the middle of the field now. Finds Cora Franzella, making a run on the far sideline. Can she keep it in bounds? She does. Cutting it back.
Riley has to make sure she stays on side. She does. But the ball trickles all the way back to the Hopkinton keeper. Another attempt thwarted for the Clockers. Maggie Carter lined that one up pretty nicely, but ball does end up on a Hiller foot. Hiller's in transition. Julia, another nice, oh, sorry, that's Karina Brown making a really nice defensive play there. Read the play beautifully, stepped up and knocked it aside. This one's going to go off Riley and out of bounds deeper into Hopkinton territory.
Now, I could be wrong, and I apologize if this is delayed as well, but I don't know that I saw Julia Schreiber on the field, which would, I mean, maybe not the most surprising thing, but the first time it's happened tonight, she must have subbed off in the last time.
The Clockers did just make 3 substitutions. Cordelius is among those that are heading to the bench. Clockers have it.
Yep, Haley Mermelstein, one who checked back in.
Good touch pass.
Yep.
There's Nora in the right place at the right time. Dribbling, working her way down the far sideline. Pass ahead.
Franzella with 3 Hopkinton defenders around. Hillers will knock it away. It's a throw on the far side. Ashland holds on to the ball, however.
Pass goes to Nora, trying to force it further back in. Left-footed shot. It's going to trickle wide, long side. Approaching 4 minutes to go in the game. Clockers down 7-0 against the Hopkinton Hillers. I'm Josh Abrams. He's Chase Abrams, and you're watching Ashland Girls Varsity Soccer on WACA-TV.
WACA-TV. Home of your Ashland Clockers.
The exclusive home.
The exclusive home
for Ashland High School sports.
Dangerous pass to the middle of the field. Frenzel's going to try to make a play on it. Misplaced header is going to find an Ashland foot, but the Hillers are going to take it back. Fight for possession that might have gone on off of Annie Watt, but no, they're going to call it a Clocker throw-in.
Yeah, and he battled there and was able to deflect it off of a Hiller foot on the way out of bounds.
Frenzel, good physical play to put it back towards the middle. Hillers retake possession. Watt gets in front of that errant pass. Nora Cox in the middle of the field moves to the outside. She's got some speed. Nobody's moving for her. She's got a teammate in the middle of the field. She's going to look long. Celia Mermelstein was making a run. That one's knocked away. Cox gets it right back. Cutting towards the middle, and it's taken away by the Hillers again. They're going for a longer pass now.
Some aggressive play by Nora there. Just could not find a connection. And here's an opportunity for the Hillers late down the far sideline, pulling it back, heading to the middle.
She's got a
centering
teammate.
Pass.
Open shot. Takes it now, left foot, right to the keeper. Scooped up by Skor Dumov. We've got 2:38 and counting to go in the game here, as Skor Dumov will punt it away for the Clockers.
Thomas has been making that play all night. Just put a foot down, control it, get it to a teammate, and here's another great opportunity for the Hillers near sideline. Centering pass knocked aside, intercepted by Nora Cox. Hillers continue to keep the pressure on, and the ball stays in the Ashland end.
Hillers on the far sideline now, but moving back towards the middle of the field. Pass goes there now, surrounded by 4 Clocker defenders, gets it away, but it's going to be knocked away by Belanger. Hillers content to take their time, step up.
It feels like the Hillers are on a power play right now. They just keep finding
somebody open every time.
Yeah, keep finding the open teammate. Yep.
Clocker defenders just a step slow tonight.
Yeah, with a 7-0 lead, Hopkinton happy if the play's not there, if the space isn't there, pull it back and try again. Regroup. Just going to try and work the far sideline again, double teamed. Kick it back out. This time, Clocker gets a foot on it, knocks it out of bounds. It'll be a Hiller throw-in. The Annalie Krantz doing the honors here for the Hillers.
Riley takes that away. Hillers retain possession. Work in the middle of the field. Just taking these short passes. A little bit of bump and cuts it back inside. Centering attempt goes off of Thompson. Clocker's got to knock it away, can't do so. That shot is going to be high, and a goal kick for the Clockers.
So very late now here in the second half, under 2 minutes to go. Clockers down 7-0. Trying to prevent any further damage by the Hillers. It's just been all Hillers all the time tonight. Dominating time of possession, dominating the play, the tempo, and of course dominating on the scoreboard. Again, pretty much what we were expecting based on what we had read about on our research. It's a very, very good Hopkinton team who we expect will be going pretty far in the playoffs.
There's a second ball on the field, on the pitch, the pitch right now. How about that, yeah?
Sure. Good one.
Boom.
Go Greyhounds.
Okay. Can't sound much more American than that.
Sure.
Dad.
There's a through ball all the way down. This will go Clocker away. Another goal kick.
Yeah. The clock ticks down. Not much time remaining in this game between the Clockers and Hillers. Just be kicked away by Thompson.
So you're saying this isn't the racetrack? These aren't the Greyhounds?
Oh my God. You know that's not a real team, right?
Yes.
Okay, as that will be the final whistle and hopefully the final Ted Lasso reference. 7-0 your final score here at the Plateau. Anything final to note, or did we cover it already?
I think we covered. Again, you got to give credit to the Clockers.
Staying in there.
Well, yeah, look, I mean, it's late in the season. It's a cold and rainy night. You're battling against one of the premier teams in MIAA. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, lesson learned. Good opportunity here to, get some experience against a very good team and try to build on it, right? So, unfortunately, the undefeated streak goes by the wayside, but be back at it just a couple of days, I think, right? So
yeah, later this week, right?
Yeah, I don't have their schedule here, but okay. So again, your final tonight: 7-0 Hopkinton over your Ashland Clockers. Chase and I will see you back here on WACA a week from tonight, Tuesday night, for boys soccer, 5:45 on the 24th. So for Chase Abrams, I'm Josh Abrams saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you a week from tonight. Good night, everybody.
Yep, and go Clockers.